Welcome to one of the most extensive Son of a Fola intros in a long time. I just like a challenge. So let's go. Shit-yay-ho, everyone! Dude, that actually took some bit of practice for me to pull that fucking song off. But I felt like, okay, usually with the Son of a Fola intros, they're like 30 seconds to 1 minute long. Let's just extend it, put in a solo, and learn it. So I've probably been playing that for 10 times already before I started and pushed the record button. It's a great challenge. For me, at least. Maybe not for you, but for me it was a really good challenge. And also with that, I get a chance to rock out in the middle of the morning. Welcome to Sunday with Fola 171. Holy shit. What day is it? Is it the 14th of January? Holy shit. This Sunday with Fola is going to be jam-packed with a lot of bullshit. We have an unboxing, we have another unboxing, and then we have a Pantera Riff of the day and loads of extras and news and shit like that. It's gonna be amazeballs. Also, for you new guys out there, I'm Englund. I'm the lead guitar player for the band The Haunted. I also have my own band Feared, and I also do a little bit of my own stuff under my own name in regards to music. I also have the Chug project, and I'm also president of Solar Guitars, and I also run a YouTube channel, and that's what you're watching right now. Are you ready? That news. Kerry Kings says his new band picks up where Slayer left off. So yes, I think it's an extension of Slayer, and I think a lot of people will think it might have been the next record. So basically, what Kerry King is saying is that he's just continuing writing music exactly like he would with Slayer. Which I think is kind of sane, because I think the music of Slayer, just with another vocalist, will not sound like Slayer. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be so different not having Tom or I on vocals. I think that's gonna be, it's gonna sound like another band just because of this. Truth be told, I don't mind to have more Slayer, even if there's another vocalist. Maybe it's gonna be great. King said his new band picks up where Slayer left off, noting that a lot of the material probably would have made the next Slayer record if the band kept going. So if you've been dying for a follow-up to Relentless, this is basically it. If I was ever to try anything different, I guess that would have been the time, said King. But no, I really have no desire to do anything different. Dude, can't argue with the King, man. There's punky stuff, there's doomy stuff, pretty much any aspect of any kind of music we've done in our history, I think you'll find it on this record. Drummer, we know it's gonna be Paul Bostaph. It's not gonna include Gary Holt. Apparently Gary Holt is concentrating on extras, which I think he should. So who's going to be the second guitar player? Who's going to be the vocalist? Who's going to be the bass player? I forgot about that, but that's just natural right there. You forget about the bass player. Ibanez does significant upgrades, this time for a completely new group of players. Ibanez revamps its RG and S collection for NAMM 2024. Feast your eyes on Ibanez's latest electric guitar expansion. I'm just happy to see that there's new Ibanez guitars. It's not very often, but it happens. Highlights include a uber exotic S Premium and updated RG Gios and Edge 02 terminals on sub 500 miles for the first time. Obviously, we're closing in on NAMM. There's going to be a lot more news coming, and I'm sort of excited. For the first time, Ibanez has given all of its RG standard range direct mount pickups and has equipped a handful of its sub $500 electric guitars with Edge 02 tremolos. Direct mount pickups aren't new. They've just been favored over mounting rings for 2024. Also with that, I just have to explain. I think I know why I'm burping so much during my Sunday with Fola videos. It's because I'm speaking louder than I normally would. I think that's actually the reason why I'm burping more. It's just like, you know, it's just way more activity in the belly area. So if I'm burping more, it's because I'm excited. Okay, so the RJ Geo is basically their low-tier Squire guitars, you know, or S by Solar, I would say. Make a comparison with my own brand, SOLAguitars.com. So S by SOLAguitars.com. President Solar Guitars. Ha! So humble. Simple black flat finish is strapped to the poplar body, which is otherwise joined by Geo standard specs, Purple Heart fretboard, Infinity R pickups, and medium frets included. That's what I wanted to say. No, I think that looks pretty cool. And here's a premium right there. That looks pretty sick, I must say. How much are those? It doesn't say. Ooh, S. I like S. All right, let's head over to their Facebook because they were sharing a bunch of pictures of new guitars in here. Look at that. That's the AZ series, right? Dude, that looks freaking great. All of them look freaking great, I must say. Dude, I would want any of these. Let's go back and check if there's anything else. 2 hours ago. New bases. Who cares? 2 hours ago. This is where we want. Okay, those are the 4 cool ones. The AC. And then, dude. Is this a Geo? These are the Geo models. Then we have the premium. Dude. Sex. Pure sex. Something that looks like a Strat. And then we have these. What are these? Okay. Dude, these pictures are amazing, by the way. They look great. That's good photography right there. Good on Ibanez. I guess I have to see more at NAMM. Speaking about NAMM, let's reverse that clap. There's a bunch of rumors floating around of what's gonna get shown at NAMM, and I figured we would check it out. Oh, I found an error. It says 2022 event was held in June, while last year festivity took place in April. Okay, no, that's correct. that was not an error. I thought they would... Fuck. This is the first year that NAMM is back in its original place in January. It looks like I'm going, guys. So you'll probably see some NAMM content from me. What do I need to keep my eyes open for? Okay. OrionVP Music, my signature models. We have Rabia Masad signature model. I'd like to check that out. Ibanez, we talked about the Ibanez just now. 2024 marks the return of Dean guitars after a tricky couple of years of Gibson lawsuits. A returning of Vengeance and Zero models, so the V and the E. Obviously, we're gonna see those. Hopefully they're there. I mean, that's the thing too. Are these brands gonna be there? Back in May 2023, ESP Guitars announced that it lured Slipknot's Mick... Why did it write lure? I don't think he was lured to ESP. I think he made a decision to go to ESP. We're hoping to see his first signature model from ESP. That would be cool. Chapman Guitars will likely be showcasing new finished versions of its signature model for Blackstone shares Chris Robinson and Danish Pete Honore. Reverend is teasing something. OD Guitars has turned AI. Kemper, the Kemper thing. I will be able to check that out. Dual DSP. Cortex Control and Pliny X, I mean, that's already been out, so that's not news. Positive Grid with the Spark Cab, that's not really news either. Tonex, The big news from Boss is that it's back at NAMM. And that alone, it's just great news. But then last week, we got the news about Schecter's new signature guitar model for, what's his face again? Machine Gun Kelly, yes. Oh my God, there it is. It's a frickin' razor blade. How edgy is this guitar right here? Holy shit. Yes. Machine Gun Kelly Razor Blade. Guitars often complain about lack of new and original body shapes on offer from gear firms. So all credit to Schecter, which has gone all in on Machine Gun Kelly's wild new Razor Blade signature guitar. There's no mistaking the inspiration when it comes to electric guitar. Solid basswood body, which has been carved into a razor blade shape. And people thought that it was a Chibson ad. You know, Chibson, the brand that makes, you know, mock-up fun They make fun of guitar brands and amplifier brands. It's great, really. I mean, even though it's a fucking abomination, I mean, I guess you can give them some credit that they're doing something different, but some things are just not meant to be in this world. That's my comment in regards to this guitar. Who the f*** wants a guitar that looks like this? Except for Machine Gun Kelly. I'm not even sure what he's doing. He was playing the guy, the drummer in Dirt, I think. The Motley Crue movie. That's all. Probably the only thing I've seen about him. But I know he has a band. And that he claimed that he's like the savior of metal and rock and roll or something like that. But I haven't actually paid attention. But I guess I really need to. There you go. There's Chibson with theirs. This is the opposite of edgy and cool. This is insanely cringe. But okay, whatever. Good for them. Something that went under the loop a little bit is that Mooer announced an Autotuner pedal. What? That sounds fucking great. What the hell? That is an error of some kind. I don't remember what it was. Go for Max, baby. Yes. Yes. Isn't that what all of us wanted right there, to sound like this? I don't personally care that much for audio tuning for singing, but you know, seeing that they're doing this for singing right now, how far are we away from having a guitar pedal that has an auto tuning aspect to it? You know what? I'm gonna get one of these. You know, I'm gonna plug my guitar into it and try and auto tune myself. How about that? Great. Another piece I wanted to share is that our own Swedish native Ludwig Göransson won, it's an Emmy, right? No, it's a Golden Globe. Fuck me. He won a Golden Globe for Best Motion Picture with the movie Oppenheimer. But obviously, you know, if you watch The Mandalorian, you've heard his music, and there's other movies as well that he's done the music for. And I think he's one of the more prominent movie soundtrack musician makers nowadays. It's nice to see that he's getting a lot of recognition for this. He's amazing, and I'm extremely proud to be a Swede today now that he won a Golden Globe for this. Then news! Alright, holy shit, dude. So many unboxings, man. Holy shit, I got like all of these packages, you know, from Amazon and shit. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packages all at once. Holy shit. I'll tell you what it is in a second, okay? This big box right here, I'll tell you. This I ordered for my kids, actually. This is not for me. Look at this. The complete box set of Demon Slayer manga right there. So I can carry that with me all the time. Oh, no, not me. It's for my kids, okay? If you have no idea what Demon Slayer is, it's basically an anime. This is the manga, but there's an anime version as well. It's a kid show where they're slicing off each other's necks. They're breaking each other's arms and legs and just joints and everything. It's great for the kids. Look at that. That's Nezuko right there. Just before she becomes a blood-sucking demon, you know? All right. Hi, Money.
Det är mangan.
Det är hela boxsetten med alla mangaböcker. Så ni kan läsa av sig.
Jag göra unbox först.
Nej, men den är emot. Det kan öppna den om du vill. Alright, all is good in the family house. The kids are happy. And now I get to unbox the rest of my shit. So, I'm gonna explain to you why there's so many packages for me today. Yet again, I'm gonna complain about, you know, my back problems a little bit. Well, since I got all these back problems and I'm having problems sitting down, I'm not actually sitting down playing guitar anymore. Not ever, actually. And that made me realize that I actually don't have too many straps at the office, for instance. I'm kind of like, I'm scourging for straps. And I found my mono guitar straps and they're like, yeah, they're cool. But then, last week, one of my mono guitar straps broke. I'm like, what the hell? Isn't this supposed to be high quality? So I decided to order a lot of guitar straps so I can have, you know, for the guitars here and at the office and shit like that. Now I decided to order a bunch of Ernie Ball guitar straps because they have different colors and you know, it's fun. And then you have the same strap for every guitar. They're also quite inexpensive as well. Okay, so I ordered a total of 10 guitar straps, but they sent it to me in 5 different packages from Amazon. That cannot be good for the environment, man. Look at that. And I'll show it to you. It's gonna be an amazing time for both you and me. All together now in the sun of Pola. Alright, that's one box right there. This is so exciting. Picks is like all over the place. Look, one package, one guitar strap. Dude, that doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? Maybe this is one of the reasons why the world goes to shit right now. You know, we can't even ship straps in the same freaking package. You know? Right, there it is. Okay. Dude, I'm so happy with this camera right here. It's so amazing. I don't have to think about the camera angle or anything. I can just walk around and it just follows me, man. It's just... I'm just so happy with this camera. I didn't get this camera for free or anything. I'm just very happy customer and consumer of this camera. It's a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, by the way. Having a good strap is very important for your back, obviously. And since I'm only gonna stand up from now on and never sit down ever in my life, I figured getting a nice purple strap will be pretty amazing for me. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh, I must have ordered wrong. I ordered 2 of these, I guess. So 2 blue ones. Very cool. And I figured I would match this with whatever guitar. Dude, hello. The golden guitar with the blue strap. Dude, that's like Sweden right there. That's a perfect match. Holy shit, that has to be the thing. The cool thing about these Ernie Ball guitar straps is that they're fairly inexpensive. One of these is like, you know, 12 bucks or something. Look at this. I figured the yellow one would work with the golden one, maybe. Would that be cool? Let's try that. I mean, I could go for the Swedish flag, but... is that cool? Yellow and gold? That's kind of neat. The funny thing about straps is that I still have my absolute first guitar strap, which was a Fender guitar strap. One of those old brown and yellow ones. And I still have that guitar strap. I basically have all the guitar straps that I've ever owned still at the office. It's just that after a while, you know, you find your favorite, which was the Mono strap. I'm using Mono straps live, and they're amazing. They have extra, you know, padded, nice support. So I've been using that for a long time when I'm playing live. But, you know, one of them broke the other day, and I'm like, what the? Look at that. The golden guitar has the yellow strap right there. That looks pretty badass. But then I also have this. Look at this. This is like some other weird type of blue. Dude, I'll let you guys decide for this, okay? This blue, I like this blue against the gold. It looks like Sweden. Or this yellow right here. You guys decide, okay? Write in the chat and in the comment section right now which one was your favorite. I also think that I picked the orange for the gold as well. So maybe something like this. Let me know, which did you think was fitting the golden one the best? I figured purple and pink would go well with something, a guitar with less color maybe. So maybe like this natural solar guitar with one of these. What do you think? Purple or pink? Or red? Dude, red on black is kind of sick. What do you guys think on the black guitar? Should I go gray, red, or blue? Maybe the orange, man. Dude, orange and black. That's kind of cool. I like that. Let me know what you think about the black guitar. And then last but not least, I have this. The rainbow color strap. And you might think like, oh, Ola, it's woke now or something. Or maybe I just like that it's rainbow colored and it's available, okay? Where should I use this? I think on this guitar. Check it out. How about that? Look at that! Dimebag guitar and the rainbow strap. Look at that. That's kind of cool, no? What should I have for the red guitar? Maybe the red guitar and the rainbow would work well. Dude, that's actually not half bad. Like, weirdly matching. Nah. You guys better help me out with this, okay? Dude, that is pretty sick right there. Holy shit, man. So there you go. Unboxing with Ola. I know. It's starting to get boring, but you know, it's tough to get content nowadays. But you know, I enjoy doing content in this room now. It's at home. It's a little bit more easy, you know, for me to do this now. So let me know about your preferences when it comes to the strap color and guitar. I have my natural guitar over there. I have the red candy apple red right there. Then I have the golden guitar right there. I have the Dimebag guitar right there, and then I have a black 7-string right there, and that's the dog. Let me know in the chat and the comment section, okay? So take a look at this. Look at that. That's a matched strap like right there. Check that out. Blue guitar, blue strap. How cool is, well, it's not completely, you know, it's not the same blue, but you get the point. Strap it on, baby. Strap it on, I guess. Pantera riff of the week. Today I'm going to show you how to properly play that breakdown riff or lick in This Love by Pantera. I'm talking about this little asshole. Alright, now this riff and lick is probably one of my absolute favorite Pantera riffs, and when I heard it when I was 16 years old, it was kind of tough, and I tried to play it, but very simplified, like, you know, it's incredibly simplified when I was trying to learn it, so eventually I really wanted to learn it proper, and I did, and this is my variant of this. You know, there's different versions to play it out there, but you know, this is how I'm playing it, okay? So for this particular riff, it's very important to keep it alternate picking, right? So there's a lot of notes happening. Keeping it alternate picking will keep you in check. I would personally split up the lick in 2 sections, starting with, and the second being, so we have 0, 1, 2, 4 on the A string. Next, we're doing 2 muted 2nd fret. And here comes that little peekaboo. And this is a technique which is called, you're basically barring the note. And it's really tough to make that sound, you know, separate and not like this. You want it to sound separated. So you change the pressure of your ring finger. And you can also mute a little bit with your right hand. Last half of the lick, pretty easy, chromatic, starting on the 5th fret on the E string. Okay, so we have first part, second part. Play them together. And the riffs ends with 2 different versions. You have this, which is a chord. It's the 3rd note on the E string and then open A and D string. So. And the second time, it's a rundown of power chords. So you have. Easy as that, man. No! More! Or you have the. Pretty cool. Pantera riff of the week. So there you go. My favorite Dimebag riff, lick, rhythm riff lick right there. Ha! All alarms. All right. That has to be it for Sunday with SWOLA171 for you right there. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Tomorrow I have a live stream, Sunday with SWOLA170 Contender live stream. I really hope to see you there. If you want to support what I'm doing, you can get merch from olaenglandshop.com, just like this chug cup that you can drink through. And we also have a bunch of other things. And all my albums are on there as well. So, you know, if you want to support my music, you get an album. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much to everyone who was hanging in the premiere of this video. We're premiering the SWOLAs every Sunday at 8 o'clock Central European time. You can come and hang with us. And you can win a raffle or two. That's the proper way of watching a Sunday with Ola, is to watch it in the premiere. But if you can't, that's okay too. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great Sunday. Goodbye.